All right, hey everybody. This is the sitting down stand up. Let me just say a little bit that real quick that I just recorded this whole video, but I didn't hit the record button, so I was going off. But now it's going to seem like it's rehearsed. But I'm just going to pick up where I left off because I was on a roll. So there's these six naked chicks, right? And I'm okay. It's a joke. It was really four. It was four of them, and I was going at them. Four one after the other. We were just to catch you all up with what I was talking about. I'm in a whorehouse in Spain. This is the first time I'm going off the ship and following the rest of these old sailors who know the way, and they take me to we're in a place called Mallorca, Spain, and their prostitution is legal. It has no negative negative social connotation or anything like that. It's perfectly fine. It's wonderful. I mean, wonderful. But they show me where it is, and I get there, and you know, I was homeless before I got on my first ship. Now, I don't mean I went straight from the ship. I mean, from homeless to the ship. I went from homeless to the training, which lasted like 6 months. And then from the training, I went to my first ship. So I was not used to being able to, first of all, I wasn't used to having a lot of money in my pocket. And second of all, I wasn't used to being in a whorehouse. That was something that had never happened. And I'd been in the army, but it never happened. So these girls are there, and you get to pick one. And make a long story short, make a long, thick story short, I ended up picking four, one after the other 4 times. And everybody, all the guys I went with, they were, people I met on the boat. We'd become somewhat friends, but most of them I really couldn't stand. But anyway, they are drunk as hell, and I seem to be the biggest joke ever because I'm fucking. They joked me about it for months after that. Anyway, some of those jokes are funny, but the problem with that is, that was my first port of call, and you get like 15. You can push the girl. You can begin about 20 minutes, but that's the thing for me. I was going at it, but I wasn't done. And then she's like, "Okay, I gotta go." I'm like, "Well, why don't you just stay?" She's like, "No, I gotta go." I'm thinking, what the fuck? So I gotta get another one, and I'm like, going at it. I'm gonna come soon, but time's up. What the fuck? Okay, hurry up and go so I can get another one. I'm going, 4 times. 4 times it take. I must. But I gotta say, in my defense, they were $20 each. That's it. $20, 20 American. I don't know what it was in Spanish, ruples or whatever the shit was. Oh, dinero. Anyway, whatever it was, it took me 4 times, 4 different chicks. Okay. They were laughing. Like I said, they were laughing. But now we get about a month later, we pull into another port, and we're going to be there for 7 days. So further talking about pace yourself, and so we go. And this is first we were in Mallorca. Now we're in Ibiza. Ibiza, if you don't know, is like the fucking club of the entire European continent. Ibiza, the town, is a fucking nightclub. It's one great big giant series of nightclubs that always spill out into the street, and it's always wild. And they had a whorehouse. Now, at that whorehouse, you were able to conduct your business, so to speak. And I did, but I didn't go back to the ship. We were supposed to come back at 11 p.m. I was like, there's still more of these girls to be had. So I wasn't supposed to work the next day, so I didn't have to report to work. That's why I didn't go back to the ship. But then I found out you're supposed to report to the ship. So about 5 p.m. the next afternoon, which I didn't have to go back to work until Monday. And this was like Friday night. Then Friday night, I was supposed to report at 11 p.m. I didn't show. And then Saturday afternoon, I showed up around 5 or 6 p.m. End of the day, I was spent. So anyway, I get back to the ship, and first thing, I got to go see my boss, and he's like, "I'm going to have to cut your liberty." I'm like, wait a minute. You know, you're not cutting anything. I'm burnt out. I don't have any more money. You don't have to, you know, I can't go anywhere. And he's like, well, you know, just be sure next time. And he didn't cut my liberty. He's like, well, just be sure next time you don't forget the rules. I know it's your first time. I'm like, can I borrow $20? You know? And that was Ibiza. Now, I did go out that night, and I got so lucky because along with another friend, this guy was like, I'm going to say his first name was Sterling. He was a black guy whose first name was Sterling, and he wore glasses. So just understand that first I was hanging with the cool guys, you know, the ones with gold chains and fucking macho sailors. Now I'm hanging with a guy named Sterling who's wearing glasses and a button-up shirt. Buttoned up, I mean. So we're walking and, you know, he's interested in the stores. He's interested in the, actually, he was buying things like soap and I don't mean soap for somebody, I mean for himself. You know, toiletries and shit. And I'm thinking, this guy is fucking, you know, this is Ibiza. And, so we're walking down the quiet street, mind you, the place where all the old ladies are shopping and shit. And there's these two girls, two women, you know, and one of them goes up and talks to him. And I'm like, ooh, you know. Now I speak Spanish, and he doesn't. So anyway, they're talking. The tall chick, he's tall. Sterling was tall. I'm shorter than he was. And one of the girls was short and one of the girls was tall. The tall girl goes to talk to Sterling. The other one's standing there. And I don't know what to fucking do. I'm just waiting because, you know, they walked to him where he was. And I was like, oh, they don't talking to me. But anyway, the short girl came over and she spoke English. She was from Denmark. And we just started talking. And I was joking. I was joking about Sterling. And, you know, I was like, I hope she gets lucky because he needs to get lucky. You know, he's kind of uptight. And she's like, and then she's like, you want to go to the karaoke bar? I'm like, yeah, I'll go to the karaoke bar. I want to go to the karaoke. I don't want to do anything. And so we went to the karaoke bar. I went in there, I'm getting drunk. Sterling's getting drunk. I tried to sing the song, King of the Road. King of the Road. Only I'm too drunk to read. And all I can remember is the commercial, King of the Road. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, I butchered that song so bad that when the lady came to get the microphone, she couldn't even look at me. She was like, reached for the microphone and turned away. And I just handed her the microphone. And then she just walked away slowly. Like, it was very, very sad. I got to admit, no matter how drunk I was, that's going to always be one of the moments I remember that embarrassed the shit out of me. It was terrible. And then the girls took us. The girls took us. The tall girl and Sterling and me and the short girl, we all walked out. And without a word, the tall girl and Sterling went walking up the street and went about, I don't know, just a little bit. We're following. And then they turned and went up, you know, like a stairway into an apartment. And I'm thinking, okay, it was about time to get freaky, you know. And me and the short girl kept walking, and I went to turn, and she pulled me. Like, we're not going up there. And I'm thinking, oh, we get our own place. We didn't. We walked down to the beach. Now, I will say this. One of the greatest fucking memories in the world is having sex on a lawn chair on the beach at daybreak in Ibiza. Because I didn't go back to the ship at 11. Fuck that. And so I'm not sure how this started. Oh, I remember how it started off. It started off where I didn't press the record button. And originally I was talking about how the porn industry has really let me the fuck down. All that crazy shit. I mean, if you want to see regular porn, you have to pay for it. And you can hear about Pornhub and X Hamster and XXNX and whatever they are, all the fucking free porn sites. All they show is the most bizarre, brutal, crazy, gaping, gagging, fucking crazy shit. It's nasty. It's fucking nasty.